चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और सब्सक्राइब करने के बाद घंटी का बटन दबाना ना भूलें और हमें कमेंट्स में ज़रूर बताएं कि आपको ये वीडियो हमारी कैसी लगी और इस वीडियो को आगे शेयर करें। इसका सब्सक्रिप्शन बिल्कुल फ्री।
I left the white powder slopes of Gulmarg, driving further into Baramulla district, heading to the border district of KUPWARA in the northern part of Kashmir. Soon the mountains were behind, as I was back in the valley, passing through numerous paddy fields, which turn lush green in the summer months. So I drove into the river to get our able four wheels cleaned up a bit. It seems pretty dirty. So just getting it a good wash in the river. And that's how people bring in their cars here. I'm staying here for the night. I managed to get a small room, which is very difficult because there are hardly any hotels, and with campaigning going on currently with the upcoming elections, some other hotels are completely sold out. So anyway, it's just a matter of one night. Meanwhile, well, the car looks cleaner now that it's washed in the river. So I'll just drive around a little more. I'm just not tired from even with all the driving, but just enjoy the place. It's pretty nice, it's pleasant. We come a little outskirts, the town is bustling and busy. This is my abode for tonight, a small hotel with just 3 rooms. I was the only lady here amongst a huge group of men, but not for once did I feel unsafe. The hotel served a delicious Vazwan meal in their restaurant. This was my first proper Vazwan meal since I arrived a few days ago. That was my tiny little room for the night. It was kind of cozy, there were no curtains, so I hung that blanket up for privacy. And a common washroom outside here. Quite an unusual experience, but I guess that's what being a traveler is all about. Okay, so this guy has been pounding meat since morning, just outside my room. I was wondering what was that noise, and here he's making rishta for the day. I left for Lolab Gate, which is the entrance to the beautiful Lolab Valley. Many places here are not accessible to tourists, and one needs to obtain permission from the DC office in KUPWARA, and some places need permission from the army to visit.
ये इसका देखो एजुकेशन, ये भी आस्ते आस्ते सीखती है अपना एजुकेशन। कभी किसी को हंसाना, कभी रोना, कभी हंसना, कभी दूसरे के साथ बात करनी, तो फिर ये आस्ता आस्ता ये बच्चा जो है ये बात करना स्टार्ट करता है।
मास्टर जी ने कहा है कि पढ़ाई अपनी बचपन से शुरू होती है। ये बात बिल्कुल सही है। हम हमारे पहले मम्मी से सीखते हैं, और जो इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं ना मदर टंग, सिर्फ मदर टंग नहीं बोलते, माँ बोलते हैं। जो हमारी भाषा होती है, जो होती है, हम वही सीख लेते हैं। और जिंदगी भर मैं हमेशा यही सोचती थी, जब तक हम बूढ़े हो जाते हैं जिंदगी में कुछ ना कुछ नया सीखते रहते हैं। चाहे बचपन से मम्मी हमें खाना खिलाना सिखाती है या बोलना सिखाती है, तो आगे जाके हम अपने बच्चों से भी कुछ सीखते हैं। आज मैं एक माँ हूँ, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे सब कुछ आता है। मैं खुद एक माँ होकर अपने बच्चों से भी कुछ सीख रही हूँ। आज मैं काफी घूमना चाहती हूँ, दुनिया देखना चाहती हूँ। कश्मीर तीसरी बार आज, क्योंकि हर टाइम मैं यहाँ पे आती हूँ कुछ नया सीखने को मिल जाता है मुझे, लोगों के बारे में, दुनिया कैसी है। हर जगह में हम कुछ नया सीखते हैं। मैं आपसे सब दुआ करती हूँ कि आप अच्छे से पढ़ो और जिंदगी में कुछ अच्छा बनो। खुदा हाफिज़।
So I stopped on the way to kind of give the lift to a gentleman who stood up when he saw my car passing by, and turned out he was a headmaster of a school which we just visited. En route, when we were at the Lolab gate taking pictures, I met a gentleman and he said, seeing the camera in my hand, he knew I would love to take some nice pictures. So he told me to come by here. He says, just see the scenery, it's beautiful, and this is it. It's just so amazing, so scenic, and just natural beauty. That's it. No wonder this place is called paradise, and it's not the usual touristy places, but there's so much of beauty even in these off-beaten small towns, small villages, which I'm so starting to love. And now it's starting to drizzle.
As I continued my journey in the village and offered a couple a lift, when they got to know I was looking around for some scenic spots, they took me through quaint villages with old rustic wooden houses. Soon I was off-roading, driving along a river with no roads. I dropped off the lady at her maternal village, and the gentleman continued to accompany me, showing me more scenic spots along the way, before I dropped him off at his village en route. That's one thing I've noticed about Kashmir. People will actually come out of their way to help you and show you around. Being invited into people's homes as I offered them lifts was something which was becoming quite a norm. Unfortunately, I still hadn't accepted an offer, as I was always rushing against the clock.
Quite a crazy day, pretty adventurous. We were stopped at the checkpost and detained for quite some time. Not really detained, but a lot of cross-questioning because of the current situation and elections around the corner. So normally tourists don't go in there, so that's why it was a bit of an issue. Managed to just go to a few places. I couldn't go to the places as planned, but it's okay. One has to go with the flow and with the current situation, and safety is most important. So after a long drive of covering over 160 kilometers today, I'm now in Tanmark, where I'm going to spend the night, and tomorrow morning I'm back on the road. About another 150 kilometers to do. So let's see how the day goes, and just taking each day at a time. There's Gulmarg up there, the snow-capped mountains. The weather has changed. I guess that's what happens when the temperatures go up a little too hot. It starts raining, and again it drops. So that's Kashmir for you. So yeah, I have some nice memories of this spot here. 3 years ago, I took a picture with my kids. It was really green at that point in time because it was in the month of May. And 2 months back it was totally snowed, which was another pretty picture. And now I'm getting to see the half dry kind of without the snow. Every season has its own beauty over here. I mean, it's just so magical. So let's see. I'm going to take a walk down because I'm not the type to stay indoors. I get too fidgety. Who has time to be tired when there's so much to see around and just explore and enjoy the lovely weather and the place. For those who are wondering today why am I dressed like this, well, they suggested that since I was going into areas where they never ever see tourists, so when one goes even dressed in a jeans or even in showing a bit of skin, it becomes a little awkward because even the women won't approach you to talk. It's a little conservative, so which I understand, and hence I came prepared. You know, when as a traveler one has to respect the sentiments of the people and dress appropriately. I guess I became more approachable and offered a lot of people lifts on the way, which has become quite a norm right now. I've even lost count of the number of people I gave lifts today too, including a school teacher and a school master, which was quite an experience. I got invited to the school, and then after the prayer I was even asked to talk to the students a bit, feel very humbled, and it was an amazing experience. It's been a fabulous day.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss upcoming videos.